everybody, and welcome to GLHF episode number 48, where today we're going to be talking about some channel news and whatnot. The game in the background is Dead Space 2, because, well, you'll learn in a second. It's actually my first time playing through it, and I'm rushing a little bit, and it has scared me quite a few times, especially in this playthrough that you'll see here. By the end of it, I was just like, no, I'm done. I'm done playing. I don't even want to play this game anymore. Now, on the related note, I am officially announcing that we, as in me and Garrick, will be doing a Dead Space 3 series as soon as the game comes out. So that day, I think, that either the day or the next day, it might be that same night too, we're going to be recording the entire series. So by the time the game is out, you'll start seeing videos on the channel, and that will be on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, which will take the place of the Walking Dead series, which Garrick is doing right now. He just recently upgraded his mic, which is awesome. It's perfect timing to be able to do this Dead Space series. He's apparently a huge fan of it. Like I said, first time ever playing through Dead Space 2. I've never played Dead Space 1. I watched an entire playthrough of it. Never actually played all the way through it, though. And then Dead Space 3 should be quite interesting, because you have him, who knows a lot, and you have me, who's a giant pansy. So there'll be plenty of screaming and jumping, I'm sure, and a lot of him shooting things, which it should be a lot of fun. You would think with two players it may not be too scary, but from what I've seen thus far and the twists that they've kind of talked about of how they're going to make it scary should be really fun. So that entire series is going to be awesome. I've already started, actually they're pretty much already done, all the assets for the series, including the thumbnails, the navigation panels and whatnot. It's all looking really good. Of course, then again, you would be able to see that kind of stuff if you either follow us on Twitter or Facebook. I haven't posted on Facebook yet, but I do plan on doing that by the end of the week, so people can get a sneak peek of what I've been working on. And speaking of what I've been working on, it's been one of those months. It's a really busy month. Even going into February, it just continues to be really busy, so there's a lot on my plate right now. It's hard for me to keep up with some of the stuff on the channel, especially with two of the things going on right now, which is the fact that we're starting a Dead Space series, which will be awesome, it'll be great, but then at the same time, pretty much almost that same week, or really close to it, I'm also starting my Inquisitor series, which means, you know, shifting gears on the Star Wars front there, which it's just a lot of work to level up the Inquisitor right now, but I'm pushing through. It's already past level 25, I think, at this point. It was 24 or 25 that I left off on, and it's you know, it's a lot of fun, but it's a lot of work to do that kind of stuff. So I'm trying to get that all working and together and just ready to do the series, which should be, you know, you guys know my Star Wars stuff is good, so I'm just gonna continue pretty much doing it the way it is, just improving things here and there as I go. And the Inquisitor story is actually giving me a lot of stuff to be able to talk about, so it should be good. But that's, I mean, as far as content goes, that's the two stuff you guys can look forward to coming up. As far as GLHF goes, I did say that I would be doing a different series after I hit 50 episodes. I may extend that to 55 episodes, just because, once again, it would be that same week that it would just be a ton of new stuff all of a sudden, and that's not necessarily a good thing. It's also a lot of work for us. So I may extend it to 55 episodes, so maybe near the end of February you would see the new series. Still debating on what I want to do for a new series. There's a lot of stuff I could do. There's a lot of stuff I want to do. I was thinking of doing like an indie game kind of spotlight where I just play indie games on Thursdays, which would be cool. But then, you know, that also reduces the fact that if I wanted to bring you another game, like say a game like Tomb Raider, which I'm gonna be doing a series of, but let's say I wouldn't. Let's say I wasn't gonna do a series of Tomb Raider, and you guys wanted to see it because it's a huge AAA release. It should be really good. You know, the content will be really good in it, so it's going to be one of those games that I would love to bring you. However, the problem is then that, you know, I don't really have a venue to bring it in, so I'd have to do like a separate video and stuff, which maybe that's what I maybe, you know, need to do, which is just do an entire extra video and just release a couple videos every now and then on the same day. Maybe that would be the best idea. But you know, with GLHF right now, that's kind of my outlet, is to be able to do that and to, you know, release AAA titles and different videos and stuff, which is really cool. Plus the indie stuff, which is also really cool. Then again, I have another idea. Maybe I should just do like a Steam Greenlight series, which I was looking through the Steam Greenlight games like 2 weeks ago, and I was like, there's some really cool stuff on here. There's also some really funnily bad stuff, which would be hilarious to take a look at. But as far as doing like Greenlight games, maybe I could do that with an indie series, because most of those games are indie games. You know, you never know. I still am trying to figure out what I want to do with that. And, I mean, what do you guys want to see? I guess that's the best question. What would you want to see on Thursdays? Would you want us just to do more of the content we're already doing? You know, more Dead Space, which would be coming up, more of the Star Wars stuff, and just extend it an extra day onto Thursday, and then just every now and then release 2 videos and, you know, do like an indie game spotlight or something? Or would you rather see Thursday dedicated to like a series about indie games, or the green light stuff, or something else maybe? You know, it could be something completely different than that. So kind of let us know what you're looking for Thursdays, and I could better come up with what the heck I want to do. So I may be extending GLHF 55 episodes instead of 50. That's just a heads up. And then there's the whole fact that we haven't been doing as much PlanetSide as we promised. That's a problem to me. I really want to do more PlanetSide. The only thing with it is that we usually do patch coverage, and they haven't really had all that many patches. Little ones here and there, balance patches, which are cool, but, you know, that's one thing. So that's one thing we have to consider. The second thing is that there's a major patch coming in at the end of the month, so we'll definitely be covering that. And then there's the other issue of I just moved. I recently just moved, so I don't have access to that awesome, like, beastly, godly computer that I was using to record PlanetSide on. So Garrick would have to record it, and then it would just be a mess. So we've been having issues trying to get PlanetSide stuff on the channel. However, I do promise that more of that will be coming in the future. It will be really good. It's just we got to get there, you know. We got to get things settled and together and working as far as that goes. So as far as the PlanetSide stuff, I know people have been asking for it, and we'll definitely do it. We just got to get to the point where we can. There's a lot of technical stuff that I have to take care of. I still have to upgrade my stupid computer. I still have to upgrade the CPU on it. Once I upgrade the CPU, everything's great, which would be awesome. But, you know, just now moving out on my own and stuff, money's a bit tight, so it may be a little bit before I'm able to do that, maybe a couple months before I have like a buffer to be able to upgrade my computer and all that fun stuff, which should be really fun. Let's see here, what else was on my list of things to talk about? Oh, there's the whole fact that I've been playing a lot of League of Legends lately, and I've been considering joining a 5v5 team, not just like a random 5v5 pug team, but like a team that actually wants to recruit me as a support, so maybe I'll do a bit of videos on that. We'll see how that all goes. I hate doing League of Legends videos because everybody does them. It's like doing Minecraft videos. It's easy views. I don't think that's fun. It's not fun for me, at least. Although I could, you know, potentially make some good videos for it. We'll see. That's something down in the pipeline that I maybe will do, maybe will not. We'll see. What else do I need to talk about? Let's see here. We have a few things coming up this next week. Very important things that you need to know about, because you would think it would affect you, but it technically doesn't a whole lot. But if you're in California, it might. So next week, which is the what week is it? It's like the 24th. You know what? I'm opening up my calendar now, and I'm going to tell you for surezies what the dates are. But basically, I'm going to be in California, and it'll be for a few days. So it'll be the 24th through the 26th. Not very long. Actually, the 23rd through the 26th, I think. Maybe 25th. Not very long. However, I will be down at the NAMM show. Many of you know that I'm a musician. It's one of those things that I'd like to keep as a hobby, because I hate thinking, you know, of it as work, so I volunteer most of my time as a musician. I play the drums, I've done studio work, I've done a lot of things, I play a lot of live stuff, which is awesome. and I get to play pretty frequently. So it's just one of those things that I get to do. And every year, for the past few years, we've been going down to the NAMM show, which is like E3. If you know what E3 is, it's a giant convention where all the gaming companies come together and show off all their new stuff. Same thing with the NAMM show, but it's all about music. So all the like major vendors for music come, show all their new instruments, maybe inventive new instruments, you know, just really cool stuff in general that I get to go and see. And that's at the Anaheim Convention Center, right next to Disneyland down in California. We have some friends that or a friend that we get to stay with down there, which is awesome. So that saves us a little bit of money on that, and it's just, you know, a few of us going down there. So if you happen to be at the NAMM show, I'd love to say hi, but it's very unlikely that you would be, because you have to be in the business to be able to get tickets. Just like in E3, you kind of have to be a part of the entire industry in order to get tickets to E3. Same thing with NAMM show, you have to be in the industry to get tickets to the NAMM show, and that's NAMM, all caps, if you want to look that up. It should be really sweet. I'll probably be posting some stuff from on the Twitter and on the Facebook from there, maybe some pictures of really cool stuff that I see. You'll be walking down, just, you know, going straight through the convention center, and you'll see like one of the most famous people. Last year we just saw Stevie Wonder sitting there, you know, playing piano with like maybe a bodyguard, and that was it. And there was just a ton of people just watching him play piano at like a Yamaha booth. It was amazing, and it's one of those really cool experiences. So if I catch any good images, I'll post them to you guys. Now you may be thinking like, oh, well, Zen's going to be out of town. He's not going to be uploading. How's this possible? Haha! That's not what's going to happen, because I'm awesome like that, I guess, or something. I hate not uploading a video. We've uploaded a video every single day since last November. We haven't, like 2011 November. We haven't missed a day since then, which is amazing. And the whole deal with that is I still will be uploading. However, it won't be me uploading. Garrick already is going to be having the videos, so you'll still have GLHF for Thursday, you'll have his Walking Dead for Wednesday, and for Friday and Saturday you will have my Star Wars stuff, but I'm going to send that all to him ahead of time. He's going to upload it. The only thing different that you will probably see as far as, you know, me not being here is the fact that I probably won't be responding to any comments for like a few days. I'll like spam a ton of stuff out when I get back though, and I'll reply to as much stuff as I possibly can. But as far as this month, that's pretty much it. It just gets really busy with getting into January, because usually the NAMM show's in January, so I don't have to, I get to go to that, which is awesome. And then the whole thing with this month being a very slow month, and then February, as far as games go, and then February, usually quite a few games come out, such as Dead Space 3, which would be really sweet, but it just kind of ramps up as it goes throughout the year, and then once we hit like March, it tends to settle back down a bit. So that's as far as the next couple months at the very least, hopefully a few months go, that's going to be what you're seeing. I'll try to figure out the new GLHF series or the replacement for it. If you guys, like I said, if you guys have any ideas, post that in the comments below. At this point, I'm just rambling, but I'm having a lot of fun playing Dead Space 2, and I'm looking forward to playing Dead Space 3. Maybe I'll do the demo for next week's GLHF. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I'll surprise you guys. Probably not. Maybe the week after that when I get back from the NAMM show. And I hope you guys check out not only that series, because it's going to be really good, but also the Inquisitor series, because that's going to be really good. Oh, one last thing. As far as Star Wars content goes, because I have gotten quite a few questions about this as well. Yes, I will be covering the Rise of the Hutt Cartel. You don't have to ask me that stupid question. Of course I'm going to be covering that. As soon as anything hits the PTS with that day, it's going to be uploaded onto the channel, which will be really sweet. Now, that's the expansion. That's coming out in spring, so that may be a couple months away. However, we did just get the announcement of patch 1.7, which they gave us a few details on. Should be kind of cool. Not really looking forward to it, and that's a simple fact because they're adding reputation to the game. So a giant reputation grind that's spanned across your legacy. So if you get reputation on one character, I mean, it goes through all of them, which is cool, but it's still a reputation grind, and I hate reputation grinds. I've hated them in any MMO that's ever had them. But that's coming in 1.7, so I will certainly be covering that the second it hits the PTS, unless, of course, it hits the PTS while I'm at the NAMM show. Then I would get it when I get back. So that's just something to consider. That's just Star Wars content coming up, basically. Once I get my PC updated, I will start doing raid guides. Probably not of the stuff from the past, as far as that old content goes, old raid content. Most people already know it, so it's pointless to do a guide. You can pretty much find anything like that on the internet right now. But for new stuff, they are going to have character copies onto the PTS, so we'll be doing guides from the PTS, which should be pretty sweet. That obviously won't be 1.7. We're not getting a raid in 1.7, so maybe 1.8. Sometime before the Rise of the Hutt Cartel, you'll see that, which should be really good. So look forward to that, because by then I should have my PC upgraded. I can't think of anything else, though, off the top of my head now. I think I covered the entire list of things that I needed to talk about. I just want to thank you guys for all the support you've been giving us. We've grown a lot as a channel. We're getting even bigger. We have really cool things planned coming up that I can't talk about yet, because I kind of want to keep them a surprise for later this year. And we also may be doing some major events like PAX and all that, which would be really sweet, especially for those of you who like to go to those kind of things, because we like to hang out with people. So if you're ever at one of those things and you know we're going to be there, just like me being at the NAMM show, let us know, and we would love to hang out, and we can organize stuff like that, which would be really sweet, especially for the future if we do end up going to PAX and all that. But on that note of me being completely, literally scared into a corner right now because of these stupid monsters that come into this stupid stinking room. Okay, before we go, I gotta show you this. So I totally man mode up right now, and I'm like, okay, I got this. Ooh, I hear something. I got this. No, man mode. This is gonna be man mode. I just gotta go over this direction. And then all of a sudden, out of freaking nowhere come a ton of enemies, and they're like velociraptors, and they're really annoying. And it's at this point that I peed my pants and decided not to play the game anymore. Yeah, Dead Space 3 is going to be really fun, and I'm glad so many of you guys suggested it. Jerks. I'll see you guys next time.